Okay, now this next picture shows what is in a cup. So a cup is divided into 8 parts. So there are 8 ounces in a cup, and that's labeled for you. Before we get into filling this stuff out, first let's take a look at this. Previously in the slideshow, you found out that there are 3 teaspoons in 1 tablespoon, and there are 2 tablespoons in 1 ounce. Knowing these knowns, we're going to label the tablespoons here. For 1 ounce, there's 2 tablespoons. For 2 ounces, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 tablespoons in a cup. We're going to divide this cup out a little bit more. So if you look over here, well, let me take you over here actually. If you look over here, each of these parts of a cup are a fraction of 8. So 1 ounce is 1/8 of a cup. 2 ounces is 2/8 of a cup. 3 ounces is 3/8 of a cup. 4 ounces is 4/8 of a cup, so forth and so on. But we know that these even fractions, they can be simplified. So 2/8 simplified turns into 1/4 because 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 8 4 times. The 4/8 can also be simplified. 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 8 twice. So that's a half of a cup. The 6/8 can also be simplified. 2 goes into 6 3 times and 2 goes into 8 4 times. So that's 3/4 of a cup, and 8 over 8, any number over itself is always 1. So then we also have, when we come over here, sometimes we have to measure what I call odd fractions. So if you come over here and you look at this one, I'm going to highlight these in pink just to make it a little bit easier to see. These are the odd fractions. Okay? In order to measure an odd fraction, first you have to understand that there are no such things as 3/8 cups, 5/8 cups, or 7/8 cups when it comes to measuring. So you're going to have to actually do 2 measurements. First of all, I will tell you that 1/8 of a cup, as you know, is 2 tablespoons because 1 ounce is 2 tablespoons, right? So we can measure 2 tablespoons using an 1/8 of a cup measuring cup if you have one. But your standard measuring cups don't have an 1/8 of a cup. But their standard measuring spoons have tablespoons, so you would use 2 tablespoons. When I come up here to measure 3/8 of a cup, now when I say these numbers, understand that this is for dry measurements, 3/8 of a cup. If I say 3 ounces, then that would be more fluid. So these items would be fluid, ounces here, and these would be dry. Okay? So to measure 3/8 of a cup, what I'm going to have to do is drop down here and measure 1/4 of a cup plus 2 tablespoons. Where did I get the 2 tablespoons? Well, if I measure 1/4 of a cup, that only gives me 2 ounces. I need 1 more ounce, which I know is 2 tablespoons. So for the 5 ounce, I drop down here and I measure the 1/2 of cup, and then I add another ounce, which is 2 tablespoons. For the 7/8 of the cup, same thing. I drop down and measure the 3/4 of a cup, and I need to make up that 1 more ounce plus 2 tablespoons. And that is how that works. We can take this a further step, and we can go to teaspoons, or lowercase tsp, teaspoons. Since there are 3 teaspoons in 1 tablespoon, we would multiply each one of these by 3. So 2 times 3 is 6 teaspoons in 1 ounce. Okay. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 14 is 42. No, that's not right. Yeah, I was right. 42. Then we can also go here for the 2, 4, 6, 8. So 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 12 is 36. 3 times 16 is 48. And that will give us our teaspoons for each ounce. And that'll help you, because sometimes we will change recipes and increase them, and you might get a recipe that you've increased 50 times and all of a sudden you need to get 24 teaspoons of something. I would never want to see you measure 24 teaspoons of anything, so you'd want to do a conversion and know that 24 teaspoons is a half of a cup. And I'll just measure a half of a cup, not 24 teaspoons. That's crazy. So that's why these conversions are so important for you to understand and know. We're going to look a little bit more at converting equivalents in a minute. Stay tuned.